Hi, and welcome to this episode of the Mojo Moment. I'm Lisa Bowman, the Chief Mojo Officer at Marketing Mojo. Joining me today is Michelle Reeves, the co-founder of the Accessory Junkie. Michelle, so happy to have you. As you know, I am an accessory junkie, so I cannot wait to learn what this is all about and hear what you're doing. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's great to see you.
Great.
Yeah.
So go ahead and share with us, if you would, what is the Accessory Junkie and how did you get started with this?
So the Accessory Junkie is this great intersection of purpose-driven for fashion retail. So we basically travel the world to curate limited edition and one-of-a-kind women's jewelry and accessories from every corner, whether it's a necklace from Australia, rings from Greece and Brazil. We want to bring women pieces that they would never be able to find on their own and feel really good about in terms of their own expression of style, and sense of supporting designers around the world.
I love
Nothing.
that. Yeah, I love that. I normally when I travel, I will bring back a piece of jewelry as a memento of where I've been. And so when you talked about purpose and retail, that's the intersection where I play, right? Is that intersection of purpose and profit? Because sometimes when you're running a business, you have an opportunity to do more than just generate a profit and run a business. And I think that's probably one of the basic tenets of what you're trying to do here with your community of artisans.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, we work with artisans. We work with independent designers across all continents. Our whole philosophy is to reduce the world's reliance on fashion factories. We don't manufacture anything. Instead, we go and find the best of what's already out there. And in doing so, we're able to support and create this global thriving workforce that before was so fragmented and so unsupported. And now we're unifying that. And it's really special to have these designers be able to create pieces that will end up in the closets of customers all over America.
Yeah, I love that because before they may not have had that opportunity unless perhaps they put up their own website. But again, if you're a small artisan, sometimes your reach can often not be that great, and you're exposing them to a whole new market as part of a collective, if you will, of larger jewelry pieces. And when we're all sort of homebound right now without the ability to travel, I love the fact I just heard you mention Iceland, and that's been on my bucket list. Not somewhere I can go right now, but it doesn't mean I can't have a piece of jewelry from there.
Exactly. Bringing the world into our homes is more important than ever right now. And I think there is this unique quality with jewelry where, unlike your sweater or a dress you might purchase, there's a sentiment and a sense of place that somehow gets locked into the jewelry itself, so that when somebody stops to ask, where is this from, it's not about the store that you bought it. It's from the place of, I got this in Japan or I got this in Australia. And you feel suddenly connected to another part of the world, whether or not you've even been there. But now you have this treasure, within your possession.
Totally get it. I mean, my jewelry is experiential for me. If I put on something that I bought in Greece or in Turkey, it instantly takes me back there, and I have all of those good memories. So it's kind of a cool thing. Where along the journey, right? You have developed this model. It's an interesting model. You're in Nordstrom's. Where along the journey did you have your mojo moment? That realization that, oh my gosh, this is so much bigger, or could be so much bigger than just what I had imagined or what we're trying to do here.
Mhm. I'd say there were two mojo moments. There's a mini mojo moment at the very beginning. I'm from Australia originally, and I saw firsthand truly how much beauty exists in the world, and realizing that retail is not doing a very good job of bringing that together for people. So a mini mojo moment of there's something important that could be done in fashion retail that hasn't been done before. A major mojo moment on the sales floor of Nordstrom itself, where Nordstrom saw what we do and they asked us to curate a collection exclusively for them. And so we put together this beautiful assortment of accessories from Iceland, Copenhagen, Colombia, Brazil, Spain, Japan, you name it. And it was meant to last 12 weeks. And as the store in Dallas opened, where we launched the collection, we saw within minutes the entire thing was just picked apart as customers came in, found what they loved, and ran with it. we were supposed to be there 12 weeks. It sold out in 5 days. And that Mojo moment fueled us as we realized customers are craving newness, individuality. It was not about a trend that we were launching. It was about finding the piece that speaks to you. And customers responded in a way that blew our minds.
Love that. And I love the idea of a mini Mojo moment and a major Mojo moment. I think I'm going to have to steal that one from you. We have just a couple minutes left, but I would love to hear two things from you before we wrap. I would love for you to talk just a little bit about the Nadia earring and what you're doing with that. And then let's make sure everybody knows where they can find the Accessory Junkie, because I think that we're all creating a little retail therapy right now with a great way to do it.
Absolutely. So the Nadia earring just launched in our most recent collection. We do drops. They're limited edition, and this is a really special earring, a part of our most recent collection. It's this gorgeous red silk pleated drop with an 18 karat gold kind of center. It's from a designer in Crete, an island off the coast of Greece. And it's named after Nadia Okamoto. She's the founder of Period, which is a really important organization that is fighting the good fight to end period poverty. And that's something that affects, you know, families all around the world. And women have very limited access to the supplies and resources that they need. And so supporting this great cause with this incredible founder at the forefront of it feels really, really important, especially in times like COVID that we're in right now.
Yeah, she's amazing. I actually met her at a conference in New York last year. Very impressive young woman doing really, really important work. So, you know, thank you for that partnership. Thank you for what that means to women around the world. As you said, it's an important issue. So we know you're in Nordstrom's. Some Nordstroms are open, some Nordstroms are closed. There's always online delivery, but your website is open 24/7, right?
It is. So the accessoryjunkie.com. As I mentioned, we just drop limited edition collections. The last one dropped a few weeks ago. It usually sells out pretty quickly. If you miss out this time, don't worry. There's always new things coming back. And that's the whole point. We don't want you to look like everybody else. We want you to look like you. Find the piece that speaks to you and feel great knowing that you're the only one who has it as you walk down the street or log into your Zoom call.
You know, there is something to be said for being accessorized on a Zoom call, right? I think I told you when we first met, if I were on a desert island, the one thing I would need, accessory-wise, was earrings, right? I am not dressed unless I have earrings on. I have to have them.
Oh, absolutely. And we see that for our customers too, where they come in and they will, you know, they may say, you know what, I'm not an earring kind of person, but we'll get them to try something on. And before you know it, they're getting the biggest earrings we have in the boldest colors. They stand up straight and they feel a new sense of empowerment.
It's a real way to change up the way you look with just doing something small. So it's great. Michelle, we are at time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for sharing the story, your mini Mojo moment, your major Mojo moment. And I wish you many more Mojo moments of success as you embark on this next venture. So if anybody needs some retail therapy, the accessoryjunkie.com. Michelle, thank you for joining us. Thank you for what you're doing.
Excellent. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate the time.
Take care.
Cheers.